The Audit Tuesday topic today is a discussion on the SEC update on cybersecurity, breach disclosure, and governance. So, to help understand the ramifications and how it pertains to identity governance, we have cyber and risk expert Dino Price. Hi, Dino.
Hello, Ashley.
So, first, Dino, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
I'm a compliance manager. I'm an analyst. I work as a consultant for some companies with gas and oil, healthcare, and finance. I build compliance products and compliance systems for companies to keep them, in regulation, in compliance. I do assessment tests, make ready test, readiness test. I got a compliance management accreditation from Cornell Law School. I have a letter in legal services from North Texas, and I have a practitioner's license from High Trust.
So you've seen this SEC ruling on cybersecurity. So why do you think this ruling came about?
Why it came about? I think the SEC was trying to homogenize the regulation itself across their board itself of publicly traded companies. There's too much sporadic information out there, and a broker or market maker can't judge from one company to another which one is really compliant, which one is not compliant. And so if they make one homogeneous rule everybody has to comply with, then they think that they're going to have some evenness across the board and everybody can be judged the same.
And what are the details of the ruling as well as the scope of the ruling?
I'm not quite sure about the details other than, well, they say one, you have to be, in compliance with the reporting aspect of the regulation. I don't have the regulation in front of me, but essentially, if you have a breach, if your company's data is breached, you have 4 days to report that breach to the SEC, as well as the other reporting regulations, regular agencies like the FBI or NIST or CMMC, whoever you report to. You have 4 days, which is that's not really a lot of time for a company to put everything together and report back, say, hey, we've been breached, we've lost this data, it's been frozen, it's been locked, or whatever's going on. 4 days is just not a lot of time to do that. That's one of the bigger problems.
So if this does happen, so what's the penalty for non-compliance?
I don't have that. And I didn't see the penalty anywhere other than the SEC will, from the SEC standpoint, they will delist you. Now, the FBI or the AG, they might fine you.
The SEC could delist you. That's a pretty big penalty. Yeah, that would.
They could,
yeah.
And with that, if there's a threat of delisting, then they're going to sell off your company, overnight stock. It'll be gone. I don't think that'll actually happen, but I just don't know. I'm not a broker, so
it's a big hammer to have.
Yeah.
So enterprises that incur a breach and are found not to be in compliance, they're basically setting themselves up for fines and lawsuits, right?
And that happens all the time. In fact, that's happening right now with MGM. And I think in Caesar Palace, they've been sued, class action lawsuit, because they were breached and they got hacked several times. And now there's a class action lawsuit with all the people that lost their data are suing MGM and Caesar, say, hey, you should have done a better job of protecting our data while we were in your hotels.
So governance, it's part of this. And would identity governance and the ability to show that the proper practice and procedures, such as monthly access reviews, would that help in defense of showing that an enterprise was trying to be secure?
It does help, but essentially you were breached. So there was a problem somewhere. You did something wrong, and they will find, it's a lawyer, they will find out what you did wrong.
So Garrett, how can UAttest help enterprises trying to be secure?
Yeah, I like where Dino took that. We're not saying that identity governance is a cure-all, but it's certainly something that they will bring up. I have this one slide in one of my presentations that goes through 9 healthcare lawsuits, and they always cite negligence in data handling, right? And if you don't know who have access to your AWS servers, you don't know who has access to the Epic servers, you don't know who have access and show that you monthly were reviewing, that can and will be brought up in law. And that's what UAttest does. It allows the enterprise in a simple, repeatable manner to go through and conduct access reviews on everything. Their IAM system, their cloud servers, their siloed applications, all through a single counsel, and then construct evidence that showed they identified who had access, they removed the ghost accounts, they removed the excess privileges, they removed the orphans accounts as well. That's what you attest is.
Perfect. And Dino, can you tell people how they can get a hold of you?
I'm the easiest guy to find. I'm probably the only Dino Price in Houston. My website is dinoprice.com. My LinkedIn account is Dino Price, and Facebook account's Dino Price. I'm easy to find.
Perfect. And then us at UAttest, you can contact us at info@uattest.com, and we'll execute on your identity governance, identity security, as well as compliance needs. Thank you so much for your time, Dino. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You
Thanks,
too.
Dino.
Thank you.